so I just wanted to do a quick update on my progress through Goblet of Fire. So I have never actually read the series until I was an adult. I read the first three, I'm pretty sure this is book 4. I read the first 3 couple years ago, and then I kind of stopped for a while, and so I've decided I want to pick up and like continue reading the series and finish it out. Just a little bit of a heads up, I know basic plot points. I know some of the more big spoilers, the angsty, sad spoilers. I don't know the details. I don't know, like, I haven't watched any of the movies from the later on in the series or anything like that. So there are a lot of things that I can get genuine reactions from, even though I have a basic idea of how this story goes. And one thing I have to say is that Fred and George are quickly becoming some of my favorite characters, just purely because they seem to brighten up Harry's life a little bit at that point, or they brighten up the situation when we start out with first chapter right off the bat is of Voldemort and that whole situation, and then we get a glimpse into Harry, which we obviously know his living situation is not ideal at all, and it's really kind of sad and dark, and he's essentially being starved that whole summer because of with Dudley and everything. And it's just, I appreciate that at one point it talks about how he thought about mentioning the fact that his scar was hurting to Ron and Hermione, but he actually didn't want to say anything, purely because for the first time he was at peace and he was happy, and he just didn't want to ruin that. And so it's like, I don't know. It's really interesting to see, and I'm really kind of appreciating it. And I was kind of concerned because of the fact that I'm now an adult and they are teenagers in the book. So it's like I was struggling to I was worried that I wouldn't be able to connect with the story or really kind of dive into it as much as I do with books where people are adults. So I'm not struggling with that. So I really am doing it so far. So yeah, update.